In this video, we're going to have a look at how to work out the mean when you have group data. The example that we're using is, what we've got is a frequency table, a group frequency table for the heights of samples of seedlings. So we're looking at seedlings, they've collected samples, measured their height and grouped them. The reason why they've grouped them is because there's such a wide variety of heights that it's easier to put them into groups rather than write down every individual score. So there they are. Now, in order to work out the average, we actually have to get a number that represents this group. And the best way to do it is find what we call the class center. To get the class center, all we have to do is to take the lowest score, add it to the highest score, and then average it out. And that will always give us the class center. So in this case, the class center, or the middle score, that is the one that represents the whole group. So this would be 312. And if you do the same for each of these, you get the class centers. Now, I'll write them all down for you, but you should check to see that these are correct. So there are our class centers. How often do these occur? Well, remember, it's basically saying that 312 represents this, and in this case it occurs 3 times. And the next one 18 times. And we'll write these down as our frequencies. 47, just copy it from the table to the right. And as usual, we multiply these together. Once we've got the class center, it's as if that was the score that has occurred. So we multiply them together and we get some quite large numbers here. So that's 936, 6,066, 17,000. So you can see you would have to put this in to a table rather than try and enter every single score. It would take so long. 12,384, 5,768, and 2,622. All right, so if you added up 3 of these, 18 of these, 47 of these, and so on, you get a total altogether. So we'll call this the sum of the FX column. We get the sum of 44,790. I'd like you to double check this with your calculators. And for this column, the sum of the frequency, which means how many scores were actually taken, how many samples were taken, the answer is 120. So our final step is to work out our average or our mean. So we take the sum of the FX column and the sum of the F column, substitute in our results, and therefore our answer for the average height of the saplings, or the seedlings rather, is 373.25 millimeters. So 373 would put us around about here, which is why we call it a measure of central tendency, around about the middle.